Horizons with
Deb
and Jim.
and Jim. Hola, buenos dias,
Buongiorno.
everyone.
We love
Good
being with you.
morning. Hello, good morning.
Another
Hope you're
beautiful
having
Friday.
A great, beautiful Friday morning.
And we always appreciate all of you. We want to bring positivity into your lives, and we hope you can share this with other people. By the way, we're available on YouTube now. So if you put Bright Horizons with Deb and Jim, you'll see us on YouTube.
That's
And my
fantastic.
website, jameschaffee.com, I have a whole separate web page for Bright Horizons. So
Love
you can
it.
watch these videos on the internet if for people that don't have Facebook. So please let them know.
Follow us, and
Yes.
by all means, send us your comments. We want to hear from you.
And today is your father's birthday.
Happy birthday, Dad.
Happy birthday.
Mwah, in heaven. Do you know he's gone 19 years? I can't
Oh,
get
really?
over it. And he would have been 82. He died much
Wow,
too young.
yes.
He passed away much too young.
Beautiful memories.
And wonderful memories. Memories that are
Let's
just
show a
priceless.
picture of him. We have some photos this time.
Well,
I
yes,
kept
we
telling
do.
Deb, bring some photos because I've shown some of mine, so now equal time. Oh, here's a nice one with your brother. Oh, I love that.
I love that. That's David
Look
kissing
at that,
Dad.
nice kiss, a little smooch there.
Yeah.
And then we have Deb's husband, Greg, with her father. See that?
Yeah.
Beautiful
Dad
photos.
Dad and the
Happy
two men.
birthday.
Happy birthday.
What was his
Dad.
first name again?
Johnny.
Johnny. Happy birthday, Johnny.
Thank you.
We're
Jim.
thinking of you.
Yeah.
Blessings.
I
Yes.
can't get over. You know who else's birthday it is today? It's Lucille Ball.
Is it? Wow.
That's right. August.
I
the
love
6th.
her. She's
I
terrific.
do too. I love Lucy. Lucy with Ricky. Oh,
They were
what a-
hysterical.
I had no VHS now, but I still have them. My mom gave me. She collected all of the I Love Lucy shows.
Episodes, right?
So all the episodes, and she gave me all of her VHS. I still have them, even though we don't use VHS.
Right. You have to
I
have them
still have
converted
them.
to digital.
Absolutely,
Wow.
but I just can't get enough of that. I find that to be one of the funniest shows. You know, you can watch it over and over again.
Yeah, it's
and never
uplifting. It
get.
just makes you laugh and
It's
enjoy
funny. It is
life.
hysterical. So yes.
I used to love when they went to Florida. They had their trips to Florida,
Mhm.
and it was just something different than being in their apartment. So it
Yeah,
was always
they would do
interesting.
some traveling, and what was it? Ethel and Fred Mertz,
Right.
their best friends.
Oh,
they
they
were
were
either
wonderful.
lovey-dovey or getting into fights all the time. Oh my gosh!
And
what a
Lucy
great
always wanted
show.
to be in Desi's shows.
And poor Lucy, all she ever wanted to do is, Ricky, can I be in your show? Why not? Lucy, you know why. I can too sing. No, you can't. Lucy tried. She tried. God bless her. But what a great, great, great show.
And we wanted to say hello to my cousins Francis and Bernard and beautiful Cindy, their daughter.
Hi, Francis, Bernard, and beautiful Cindy.
I saw
Mwah.
them the other day. It was so nice to spend time with you. And they commented how beautiful your jewelry is.
Oh, how no,
The
thank
earrings
you.
and the
Thank
necklaces
you.
all the
Aw.
time. See that? Accessories, right?
Hey, listen, ladies out there, you can put on the simplest top. Accessories make it all. I love this necklace. It's lavender, silver, and it's a nothing fun necklace, but it's fun, and it makes the outfit just,
And if you go back into all the prior videos, you'll see all the variety of necklaces and earrings that
I
Deb wears.
just love just combining it up and having fun and
That's what it's all about, having fun.
artistic ways of getting dressed and just having fun. Us ladies, we love our handbags and our jewelry. for sure.
And Cindy we want to recognize Cindy because she's a nurse. We love our nurses.
We do.
And she's taken a leave of absence to care for her parents. So it's beautiful that you do that for your parents.
That's lovely.
We,
Very
we,
nice.
we love that, and thank you. And I had a beautiful visit with Francis and Bernard. So we really enjoyed that time together.
That's
Now,
important.
a number of people have been asking for Deb to sing because
can
she's
I
got
say?
such a beautiful voice.
Aw, what a compliment.
And they
Thank
were
you.
included. They said that they like to hear you sing. So
Aw.
we picked a song that we're going to sing for you.
You know, it's funny when Jim brought that to my attention. I was flattered. Thank you so much. But
Along with my
song?
sister Angela said how beautiful your
Angela,
voice
thank
is.
you. That was so sweet of you. You know, Jim and I end the show with, what a difference a day makes, and it really does make a difference. And we love to sing, Jim and I both. And I know when you had mentioned the compliment, I thought of a song that my mom enjoyed, an artist, an old time, Lynn Anderson.
Said yes.
She was an old country, singer, and sang lots of great songs. One of the songs was Rose Garden, and I think about my mom because she loved roses
Yes,
and
beautiful.
yellow roses. My
Oh,
mother
really?
loved yellow roses. So Lynn Anderson was the artist, and that
I
my
have to
mother.
take a sip of water because we're going to sing for all of you.
Oh, clear that throat. But anyway, Lynn Anderson, the one song is Rose Garden.
Right.
I don't know how many of you know it, but here's
I'm
how
sure you'll
it
remember
goes.
it.
We're going to do a short segment of it.
Okay.
Da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da. I beg your pardon. I never promised you a rose garden along with the sunshine. There's gotta be a little rain sometime. When you take, you gotta give, so little, let go. Oh, 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 I beg your pardon. There you go, Jim. I never promised you a rose garden. Woo! We could go on, but it's a little lengthy.
Isn't
But
that
that's
beautiful?
part of Rose Garden. So hope you enjoyed that.
And we love to bring some joy into your lives, and you bring joy into ours. And I love Deb's voice.
And I love Jim, and I love your voice. Let's sing. Without singing, what would this world be? Think about it.
It's true.
It brings
It touches
a lot
your
of
soul.
joy. It
Music
touches your soul. It makes such a difference. It really does. Whether you want to sing one line of a song or just tap away.
That's right.
Right. Sing, sing, sing.
And
Sing a song. That's like a
say it loud.
say it loud. Say it proud. Sing of good things, not bad. Sing of happy, not sad.
See, positivity.
Sing a song. Oh, don't get me
We
going.
love
Here
that.
we go. La 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 la
La,
la.
la.
Anyway,
That's
yeah,
good.
singing is
Oh,
something.
let's show us. This
Jim
is
wanted
Deb
me to show-
singing.
This picture
Look
was
at
a
that.
while
She's
back.
mic'd up, so she's a professional singer there.
I had the mic on, and I just loved it. It was just at a function that we had at a clubhouse, and they said, "Deb, come on, get up and sing." And
Do
of
you
course
remember
I
what
did.
you sang?
I sang. Oh my goodness gracious, what did I sing? Oh, "Love Is in the Air."
Oh, that's a good
Love
one.
is in the air, every sight and every sound. Love is in the air, everywhere I look around.
That's a good
It
song.
was a
Nice
beautiful
upbeat. I love
song.
upbeat songs.
So yeah,
Along
I
with
remember
love songs.
that.
There's just so many beautiful songs.
Love is in the air. It's funny how I remember that because that was a while back, really. But it was fun. We had a get together. It was in a clubhouse, and it was just a because type of a get together.
Right.
And I had no idea that they were going to do this, but of course I'm all for it. Give me the mic. I'll get up. I'll
Yeah,
do it.
well, you're touching people. It's
I
beautiful.
love it.
with
Yeah,
that voice.
and then you get everybody involved, and everybody
You've
becomes
got to
happy.
go back to church and sing for all
I
the
promised
beautiful.
Jim I would.
And you know,
I
your
will.
voice probably even sounds better in a church because it echoes in the beautiful.
I love to sing in the shower.
Yes, it's a
I
good
do.
place.
There's something that.
I actually did that the other day. I was singing in the shower.
See?
I said, "Let me hear how my voice sounds in the shower. It
It's
sounds
wonderful.
better."
Yeah.
I think it's all that steam.
Oh, I like it. Opens you up and
Well, today our
Sing, sing,
topic
sing.
is chance encounters,
Chance encounters.
and Deb has a really interesting one
You know,
with a
it's-
celebrity.
When Jim and I discussed what we were going to talk about today, chance encounters. There's somebody in our life, in my life, my family's life, that we met that was a lovely, lovely human being. Unfortunately, he's gone. He's been gone for quite some time, but it's no other than Mr. Tiny Tim.
Oh,
Tiptoe
Tiny Tim,
through the tulips.
with the ukulele.
Tiptoe
Through
through
the
the tulips. Da, 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 da. And he did it his way and only his way that Tiny Tim could. In fact, he got married on the Johnny Carson
Right,
show.
Miss
with
Vicky.
Miss Vicky.
That was
Oh,
fun.
yeah. And I remember growing up because my father loved the Johnny Carson show. And every night I'd hear, "Here's Johnny." Do, 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 do. And thinking about Tiny Tim, as he said, he really and truly was an eccentric man, but very bright and very funny and very
Yeah, it's
charming.
just the persona that we saw on TV.
Right,
That's not
and,
the real
and
person.
I have a couple of pictures here. As a matter of fact, I've got loads of pictures.
Let's
but
see.
We took.
Well, talk about meeting him first.
Well, meeting Tiny Tim was through my dad, he had for many years an entertainment business, and along with his entertainment business, he had the white limo, stretch limo for when he was doing functions and
Right.
entertaining entertainers. And Tiny Tim came to town for a very short period of time, like a weekend, 4 days, 3 nights type of thing. My dad put him up at a hotel, and he was to sing at on a stage at a high school in Lake Worth.
Right.
They were having some kind of a get together. It's been a while now, but I'll never forget thinking to myself, of all people, Tiny Tim, I wonder what the kids, I wonder what they're going to think of him, in a good way, because he was so unique with the ukulele, and he was fun, and he was very contagious. You wanted to tiptoe through the tulips with him. But this is how I met him, through my dad. And
here's a picture of him with his dad.
There's my
Johnny
sister Holly.
And Holly. Hi, Holly.
Tiny Tim.
Holly always watches us.
Yeah.
Hi, Holly.
And then my dad, we were out to
Look
dinner.
at Tiny Tim. That's a good shot of Tiny Tim.
Isn't that a great shot of him? And like I said, I've got so many pictures.
And then we have one with Deb. Look at this one.
I dressed myself up in a pink and white dress, and then I had a pink blouse on him. What was that with kisses lips all over, because he loved eccentric outfits.
Right.
And he appreciated that I have another one with me kissing him, but I couldn't find it. But I mean, on the cheek, just reaching up, he was tall, very tall, just like you, very tall. But a fun man, and I'll never forget also, just before he had left, it was on a Sunday, we took him out to Denny's restaurant.
In the white limo?
We took him in the white limo, and my dad's thing was, okay, the presentation was over. Do you know we had waiters and people, the minute he got out, they were like, ooh. I started to laugh, and even Tiny Tim, a little laugh. He always did this with his mouth.
Right.
And here he comes, all dressed out, wild, with his ukulele. And
did he sing too?
As he was leaving the limo, getting out of the limo, he was going tiptoe to the tulip, da, 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 da. And he's playing his ukulele. Well, my father and myself, we were all hysterical laughing.
Yeah, brings smiles to everybody's faces.
And the manager, people were getting up. I mean, they're eating breakfast, and here they see Tiny Tim. Could you imagine? You're enjoying a cup of coffee and your breakfast.
Well,
tiptoe.
Who would expect him to be in the restaurant?
Exactly right. It's like, oh, that's nice to see. Come on in. So, I mean, what a crowd. And it was so much fun. So we had an awesome experience with Tiny Tim. We kept in touch through the years. As a matter of fact, he and my sister Holly became very close. He used to write Holly.
Oh.
Because Holly loves to write. And we all have artistic abilities in our family. And, Holly she's a writer, and my sister Lisa also. But she would keep in touch with him. He absolutely, well, he had a couple of ukuleles. He sent Holly one of his ukuleles.
Wow.
And, it wasn't, the original, but it was one that he owned.
You'll have to play it for us sometime, Holly.
What a wonderful thought.
Get that ukulele out and play it for us, Holly.
So, I mean, it was very touching. And,
Yes.
this picture over here, you could see with her and him.
Yes.
Yeah.
Good friend.
He had a very, very big heart, and unfortunately, he passed away on stage.
He did.
He died singing. Would you believe it?
Imagine doing something you really want to do.
Here he's doing for his livelihood. He loves singing.
I had not heard about that. That's interesting.
Google it, and he passed. It was just amazing, and very, very. And Johnny Carson, looking back, if you look on the YouTube, you see the wedding of Tiny Tim and Miss Vicky. You will see Johnny. Just look for Johnny Carson's expressions.
Right.
It was hysterical.
It was great with his.
But Tiny Tim also did that on purpose. He wanted to get you to laugh.
Oh, yeah, that was his persona.
That was his persona all the way through. So that.
Thank you for sharing that story.
Yeah, wonderful man.
I have an interesting one. Remember the Burt Reynolds Dinner Theater?
Absolutely.
That was in Jupiter in the 1980s.
Mm-hmm.
Burt Reynolds really brought a lot of vitality to the whole community because his presence was important, built up the area. And one of my girlfriends, Marianne, was in the show there one night, and she said, come to the show after meet me after the show.
Uh-huh.
And I went to the lobby area, and I said to the people that worked there, where would Marianne be coming out? So they said, oh, she'll go around the stage door in the back. So I walked out, and then on the left, there were people gathered. I said, what are you doing? They said, we're waiting for Burt Reynolds. He always comes out of the accounting office. So I said, oh, that's nice. So then I walk around, and it's pitch black, and I'm the only one standing there. And all of a sudden, the door opened, and this man pops his head out, and he says, who are you? And I said, I'm Jim Chaffee. I'm waiting for my girlfriend, Marianne. He said, okay. So then a black limousine pulls up. See, it should have been white. Black limousine pulls up. The door opens again. And who comes out? Burt Reynolds.
Of course.
So he said hello to me. We chatted a little bit, and then he went into the limousine.
Nice.
And I was laughing because all those people were waiting for him out near the accounting office, and I was the one wasn't even there to see him, and I got to see him.
Isn't that chance encounters? There you go. Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. The Burt Reynolds Jupiter Dinner Theater was fabulous while it lasted. And,
had a meal and a show.
It was a meal and a show. It was In fact, I was there, and another event that my father put on, Rip Taylor, a very unusual comedian.
Right.
And as a matter of fact, he pulled me out of the audience and brought me up on stage, and I was mortified. I was like, "Oh my God, I had heels
But
on."
if anyone
I was
could
all-
pull that off, you could, Deb.
Oh, jeez. It was funny. He grabbed me. He had me running around, and I'm like, what am I going to do with it? And I had to follow his lead.
Right.
He put me in such a position. I'm like, oh, my God. And my father's laughing. I said, oh, and I knew right away after that it was my
Set up.
father who did that. But you know what? It was fun. It was meant to be.
Yeah, it's
So
'cause
what a
you-
great place. I wish they
You'd
still
play
had.
along with that.
Yeah, I really wish they still had the
Really, they had a lot
Burgers.
of good talent there at the Burger
Oh,
House
my
Theater.
gosh, did they ever. They most certainly
Yeah,
did.
really,
Great talent.
A lot of fun there. And then
Great
you also
talent.
had a chance encounter with Tarzan, right?
Yes, Steve Hawks was Steve Sipic was his real name. Steve Hawks was his
Stage name.
Steve played Tarzan in Spain. In Spain, he, as a matter of fact, I have a picture of him right here. One picture
Okay,
out of
let's
many.
show.
Jim's got the long arms, so he could.
You might remember him from
We
the
were out to
Tarzan
lunch
movies.
one day. Yeah, Steve is a wonderful man. How I met Steve was he was opening up a pizza place in Royal Palm Beach.
Really?
And, yes, and he had a big giant cage with one of his tigers,
Wow.
and it was amazing. It was all for the promotion of his business opening up, and pizza. People were lined up to look. Ooh, let's see Tarzan. Let's see the tiger. And then that's how I met him. My brother David, my father, all of my family. And then as time went on, we just got to know one another, and Steve and I. Actually, I mean, he was quite old, but we
Right.
started to date a little
Right.
bit too.
But he had a
Friends, but-
refuge for animals in this area. so-
Absolutely, it was over 7 acres of
7
land,
acres,
over
wow.
7 acres in Loxahatchee. But he was such a beautiful person and just adored his animals. He would sleep with the lion like I would sleep with my shaker, or you would sleep with your little pussycat. But I mean, the love that this man had in the heart was amazing, and people
Didn't
just.
he have an accident in Spain, did you say?
He had an accident in Spain. What happened
Had a-
during one of his movies while
Okay.
he was filming,
Right.
a horrible accident took place, and there was a fire that developed,
Wow.
and 90% of his body, unfortunately, was burned. And the poor man had gone through plastic surgery after plastic surgery, but it was due to the fact that one of his lions had saved him.
Wow.
And it was a lion.
Imagine a
Delilah. Now that I think about the name, it was
Delilah?
Delilah the lion
saved
and
his life.
She saved his life, and he swore I'll never forget how every time he spoke about this,
Very
tears,
passionate.
very passionate, and tears in his eyes. He says, "Debbie," he says, "the minute that happened in my life, I knew what I had to do, and it was to save these beautiful animals because
Wow.
they saved my life."
So touching.
Very, very, very lovely man, and I'm just so thankful to have known him, and he brought a lot of love and joy to my life, my family's life. In fact, my mom used to run a thrift shop for the Animal Rescue League.
Really?
Peggy Adams, right? Yeah, for
Wow.
many of years.
God
She
bless
was
her.
very instrumental.
Love to rescue our animals.
She loved animals. She was just, and whenever he needed like a mattress or something, he'd go to the thrift store, and my mother would make sure that sheets, whatever he needed for his babies, his big babies, lions and tigers, that she'd have it put to the side, and he'd say, "Gloria, I'm coming on in. Come on in, Steve. I have it put to the side," and he would donate quite a bit to the Animal Rescue League.
Right.
So yeah, it was a
Beautiful.
wonderful thing.
They both benefited.
So yes,
Mutual
everybody
benefits,
benefited. Yeah.
I
So
love
those
that.
are, the encounters that we have with people. You never know. You just don't know who you're going to
I had an interesting one in
And they're
1980,
wonderful.
1983. I read in the newspaper that Connie Francis had been hospitalized in Lake Worth. We're talking about Lake Worth.
Yes, and I
E.G.
remember that.
E.G. Holly Hospital.
Wow.
And it said in the article that her
Yeah.
father had her admitted there against her own will. So I was thinking, how cruel to have a person in a facility like that against their will
Yeah,
without
yeah,
any
yeah.
contact with anybody. So I wrote her a letter on my letterhead, my legal letterhead, because I wanted her to realize I was doing it for a legitimate purpose. And I just said that if you wanted some contact with someone on the outside, I'd be happy to be one that for you, so that she wouldn't feel that she's all alone there. So I mailed the letter. I didn't hear any response. And about 4 years later, I'm at another law office, which I had moved to Palm Beach at that time. And my receptionist said, "Jim, Connie Francis is on the phone." I said, "Oh yeah, Connie Francis."
You're probably like, "You're right,
I
huh?"
said, "Oh, my sister's probably joking. She's calling up saying she's Connie Francis." So I picked up the phone, and it was Connie Francis. Imagine this. She did receive my letter, but they did not give it to her at the time she was at the hospital. They
Wow.
boxed all of her letters, and somehow she had never seen it until 4 years later. She had this box. She was reading the letter, and she felt she wanted to call me and thank me for taking the time
Wow.
to send that letter.
That is wonderful. What a
So
story.
I did speak with her, and our friendship began. We've been friends ever since. It's just a beautiful
you
way
see that?
two lives came together.
Who would ever know?
Yes.
This is how you never know in life the people you're going to meet or touch their lives. Chance encounters.
Right. So we'd love for you to share yours with us.
By
So
all
if there's a
means,
chance
please
encounter,
do.
please let us
do.
know, and please share this video with other
They're
people.
fascinating, and
Yes.
they keep us going. And in our lives, it's so important to have that in your heart because it really makes your day bright.
Yes.
What
And we want to keep our horizons bright.
Oh, absolutely, keep our horizons bright. And we love to end our song.
What a difference a day makes,
our
right?
Day,
And we
every
and
day,
make your
whether
day
it's a
a big
show,
difference in people's lives.
whether it's the show, every day. I sing it all the time now when I'm home. What a difference a day makes.
24 little hours brought the sun and the flowers where there used to be rain.
What a difference a day makes. And the difference is you and you and you. You certainly do make a difference.
And I did want to recognize Susan Shupp, who had passed away this past week.
Yes,
She
we
was
heard, unfortunately.
someone very dear to us.
Yes.
But I wanted to point out one of her inspirational sayings: "Try to be the rainbow in someone's cloud."
Oh, is that
Just love that, by Maya
That
Angelou,
is
the author.
beautiful.
Just bring positivity to other people. If they're having a bad day, be their rainbow.
Be their rainbow.
And we want you to keep
Your horizons bright. Always keep your horizons bright. We love you all. Have a wonderful rest of this beautiful Friday.
We thank you for joining us, as
Please
always.
reach out to us.
Yes, let us